Tampa all the way up to the Florida Keys. Let's begin with next weather meteorologist Dave Warren with the latest advisory here coming out.
Yes, 11 o'clock, and we've seen updates every hour, and within those hourly updates this morning, they found that Ian had rapidly intensified, put the wind at 155 miles an hour, making it a Category 4. Now, this is about to make landfall here. There is Captiva, Sanibel, there's Fort Myers, this is Alligator Alley, so due west of Miami, pretty much due west of Fort Lauderdale, but it's moving north-northeast, not expected to turn directly east. It will continue to go to the north-northeast. But this is the area getting the brunt of the storm right now. The eye still just off the coast, but around here, the eye wall is where you're seeing the strongest wind, likely the strongest wind categories there, close to 155 miles sustained with stronger gusts. Over the last few hours, this continues to drift to the north-northeast, wobbling a bit, so it might continue to move north towards Englewood, Boca Grande there. There's Fort Myers and Cape Coral, so it might drift inland as well, but it's around here, this eye wall, where we're getting the strongest wind. And east of this, we've had these squalls, these rain showers develop, and they have brought in gusty wind at times, even a few tornado warnings last night. As far as the track, it continues to be a major hurricane moving to the north, Wednesday night to Thursday morning, down to a tropical storm, and then moving briefly off the Atlantic coast before turning back to Georgia and South Carolina by Friday morning, and there it continues to weaken to a tropical depression over the Carolinas and move up towards Virginia here. So that is the latest information, but we want to keep an eye on the wind gusts there. Not reporting wind gusts, maybe the sensor's going out, but the last wind gust there is the 67 miles an hour there, and Sarasota has a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. Again, the wind coming from the north, but the concern is where we have that southwest wind blowing the water on shore. Tropical storm force wind gusts here at times 40-45 miles an hour. So this will continue pretty much region wide here this afternoon. The tropical storm warning continues. We have the breeze coming out of the southwest with gusts about 40 miles an hour in Key West and close to 40 there in Marathon. As these waves of rain try to hold together and move through the area, you get brief downpours, you get a brief gust of wind. It's been relatively quiet here this morning as far as the showers go, but they're trying to hold together and develop and push through the area. Now, within these showers, it is possible for us to see some rotation. Tornado watch in effect. If we do get a warning, we'll let you know right away. That could be a stronger wind gust. In addition, we have tropical storm warnings and hurricane warnings for those tropical storm force wind gusts that will continue. To the south, approaching high tide here, might be expecting more flooding in the lower Keys. Storm surge watch continues there for the upper Keys, and just minor flooding is expected here at coastal Miami-Dade and Broward County. So let's take you through the rest of the afternoon and the extended forecast will put you through the weekend as we continue to track Ian. I'll have the details when I come back.
Meteorologist Dave Warren with the very latest on Ian. Dave?
Yeah, it was the investigations this morning, the recon flights, plus the radar data that led to this. The wind up to 155 miles an hour. The storm rapidly intensified, and now it is approaching the coastline. This is the eye wall here. This is where you find the strongest wind as it moves to the north-northeast. It's wobbling a bit, but looks like Captiva, Sanibel, then towards Fort Myers, Cape Coral, maybe drifting north a bit there towards Boca Grande as it continues to move inland here. The center of the storm still off the coast. It's moving to the north-northeast, but you're seeing the strongest wind right here, starting to see hurricane force gusts coming in with the sensors, and likely that will only continue here. Wobbling a bit, but just slowly drifting towards Fort Myers, and once it moves over land, it will continue to move in that general direction there over to the north-northeast, Category 4 near landfall, and then over 24 hours to a Category 3 and eventually a tropical storm there by Thursday morning. Briefly turning off the coast there to a tropical storm Friday morning. Saturday and Sunday it moves to the Carolinas and over to Georgia there before weakening to a tropical depression here. But we'll watch the radar closely because out ahead of it we are seeing these rain bands develop, these squalls develop. In those you can get a gust of wind, very heavy rain. Had reports, had tornado warnings last night. We had a little break this morning, but we'll continue to watch how these develop and where they move. They're moving quickly here, but there is the potential. That's why we have a tornado watch till 5 for these to intensify, become strong, or even severe. A few are off the coast, a few are inland. In between, Tropical storm force wind gusts continue. They're up to 40, 45 miles an hour, sustained 20 to 25 miles an hour. And in these rain bands, you can get even higher gusts. One's moving through the Middle Keys right now. Still sustained wind here out of the southeast of 28 gusting to 39. 33 mile an hour wind gust in Marathon. That is moving towards Duck Key. This band here will start to push its way east over the metro areas there. So be prepared for a gusty breeze, gusty downpour, and have a way to get alerts there in case there is a warning issued, because still looks pretty intense between now and 2 o'clock, and then that moves off the coast. You get a little break, and a little more activity tries to fill in behind it there this evening. So a little more activity on the radar coming in this over the next few hours. Then we'll start to see a little drier air coming in, the storm lifting to the north, rain showers and squalls winding down, at least starting tomorrow morning. There'll still be a few around. I don't think it'll be quite as active as today. Now this is the story here. You need to find a way to elevate now, because storm surge likely from 12 to 18 feet right where the center of the storm is, or just south of it, 8 to 12 feet around Bonita Springs towards Naples, and you have a storm surge just to the south of 5 to 8 feet, and around high tide maybe 3 to 5 feet in the lower Keys, 2 to 4 feet here in the Middle Keys. Just minor coastal flooding here along the east coast this afternoon and this evening. There's the wind field. There the tropical storm force winds sustained, but they will lift north with the storm, so a lighter and lighter breeze, although within these squalls that'll be moving through, it's still pretty gusty. Alert day today, maybe tomorrow, at least in the morning, as these showers may still be around. Then as the storm moves north into the southeast, showers and storms, not quite as windy Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. By Monday and Tuesday, temperatures climbing back to 90 degrees will keep those storms at 50% right in the forecast for the start of the week.